Folk Football back again with our video today. We've had a lot of videos, but I wanted to look at the results. The Abada results, and then we'll talk about Kevin Nisbet, who's linked with a big massive move. So I will get into that a wee bit later on. But look, how much is Abada worth? Less than 10 million get 26%, 10 to 15 million get 55%, and 15 to 20 million got 18%. So, here we go. Comments. Matthew Miles. Oh yeah. A lot more than Kent and Morelos for you, Stevie. And I could have stuck about 20 grand on that. Derek Gray says, more than the Rangers squad, so over 5 million at least. Mug, more than Kent. A lot of Celtic fans not very happy about some people's footing here. It appears that obvious. But I mean, I said earlier in the vid, I mean, you could probably get over 15 million for him. 20 million, 17 million. He's very young. He's a good player. Ajax want him. So we'll see how much Ajax pay for him, folks, and then we'll see who was right. But as for that part of the video, it's done. Fog Fitba signing out. But wanted man, Kevin Nisbet, is tracked by European giants as Hibs striker scouted by host of clubs in Edinburgh Derby versus Hearts. It says Kevin Nisbet's match-winning turn in Saturday's Edinburgh Derby could help him win a move to Turkish giants Galatasary. The big spend in Istanbul outfit are closing in on their first Super League title for 4 years. So, good news for Galatasaray. But of course, he did reject that move to Millwall, which I think we all just thought was going to happen. It looked like him and Porteous were both leaving Hibs, and the Hibs were absolutely in the mud and absolutely left behind. But looks like here Galatasaray could want him. And would he move? I wouldn't potentially say there's no chance, because it'd be good to see him move to like a Galatasaray. I mean, I think it's always been thought about that he would just go to like the Championship in England, but we've seen the likes of Hickey go to Bologna. I mean, Hickey was linked to Bayern Munich. Lewis Ferguson, Josh Doidge, of course, they went to Serie A. So it's good to see more young Scottish players linked with all these moves. And I'd like to see Nisbet back in the Scotland setup. I don't know why Clark didn't pick him there in the last squad. Well, I mean, I guess he was injured, but he was injured. He wasn't injured, wasn't he? No, he wasn't injured. I don't know why he wasn't picked. Actually, I come to think of that, I mean, Shankland was picked, but Kevin Nisbet wasn't. I feel like those two, Adams and Dyke, should just be the 4 attackers that are picked. Like, I know Christie's kind of picked as a midfielder, though, weren't they? So I don't really understand what that's about, but that's probably the way they should do it. But yeah, and the rest of the article says, and the Herald reports the scouts were present in Edinburgh at the weekend as he notched the only goal as Hibs beat Hearts 1-0. Nisbet pounced in the second half from a Paul Hanlon knockdown as Easter Road men recorded their first home league win against the Jambos for years. And a host of clubs in the English Championship must have been impressed by his effort. Boom. But yeah, I mean, Millwall were also in attendance, which is just weird though, because he's already rejected them, so why would he go back to them? I'm not really too sure, but be interested to see where he could go, guys. But I looked around Hibs. Hibs accept that 2.5 million. Would they be able to get any more out these players or out these clubs at the end of the season? I wouldn't bet my top rocker on it.